Hey everyone, my name is Erin and welcome to Everywhere on Earth with Erin travel channel. So today's installment about my trip to Egypt is about the afternoon and the evening we spent on a felucca. So we'll get started right away. So basically we leave off when we departed from Abu Simbel. So now it takes another 3 hours to drive back to Aswan. Of course, another bus nap is definitely needed. And then along the way back, we stop at a rest stop, and then there's an area where you can see a mirage. Now, I feel like I've seen something like this before growing up in the prairies in Canada. But basically, it's like when you look out in the distance in the desert, the way that the light reflects, it looks like water. So if you're wandering the desert and you're really thirsty, and you think that there's water, there's not, and then you're in for a shock. So we stop and see the mirage. That was pretty cool. So then we get back to the hotel, and basically we're gonna meet at the hotel, and then we're gonna get on a bus and go to the felucca. And awesome news, Ramez is back. So the company listened to us and they have put him back on tour with us. And the American guy that he had the issue with, he's gone. He went home. So good riddance, really. So the way that the company decides to resolve this is they have the group split in two. And so Ramez rejoins us, and then Mina also stays with us, but he takes the other half of the group. So we're still traveling together, but we're like separate. One thing I will say about Timeless Tours, they really went above and beyond to accommodate something that really wasn't any of their responsibility to accommodate, because I would imagine it costs extra to split the groups in two. And so it basically leads me to say again, if you've never been on a group tour, make sure you do research and decide if it's the right fit for you, because the rest of us on the tour don't want to deal with it. All right. So this evening, as I said, instead of staying in a hotel, we are going to spend the night on a felucca. And as you see here, a felucca is an Egyptian wooden sailing boat. And basically it offers a more peaceful way to experience the Nile River. So as soon as we get on the boat, it is a little bit late. It's like late afternoon, and they serve us lunch. And it's really simple, but tasty and very hearty. It's like a potato soup, rice, some chicken, veggies, bread. Super awesome. And then basically we just float around the Nile and, sit back and chill on the boat. And then before we actually have dinner, we make a stop so we could swim into the river. And basically you would like jump off the roof of the boat. I'm like, no thanks. There's no showers on the boat, or there is, but it's not like super ideal. So I'm not gonna deal with any wet Nile hair tonight and tomorrow, because tomorrow morning we're gonna head right out for sightseeing. So no thanks. But a couple of the people like Marcelo, Aaron, Shelby, Libby, they all decide to jump off the boat and go for a swim. So that's where I live vicariously through them, and they seem to have a good time doing that. I might have been actually a bit scared to jump off the roof of the boat though. That's the only thing. I'm more of like a get into the water slowly kind of person, but again, hey, you only live once, right? So you gotta give it a go. And then as you see here, for the second night in a row now, we have a beautiful Nile sunset, and really the colors are just amazing. So now it's time for dinner. Very similar to lunch, but then add in this like Egyptian macaroni dish, and then basbousa, which is dessert. It's like a semolina cake, and it's really, really yummy. So that's dinner. And then we grab some beers and we head up to the roof of the boat and just, relax, enjoy the quiet, look up at the stars. But really, it's not quite time to fully relax yet, because the felucca docks on land, and then we all clamber off the boat and enjoy a party on the beach. Now, getting off the boat, there's like this long ramp and it's really thin, and I'm doing my very best to balance, but I'm afraid I'm gonna fall right off to the water. No big deal, it's not like it's deep or anything, but it would just be a pain in the ass or embarrassing, either or. So we get onto the beach. and they have this massive bonfire. So we join hands, we dance around the fire, we chant along with this song. One of the guys from the Felucca, he's singing, and he's got a drum, and he slaps a cool beat on the drum. So we're all like in a circle and running around the bonfire and hanging out. So that's pretty cool. Then around 10 o'clock, Dad, or otherwise known as Ramez, says that we have to get back onto the Felucca and go to bed because we have a very early morning. So it's like, yes, sir, Captain, we're back on the boat. And I have to say, that night, I slept so good. Like, it was pretty simple. They gave us a pillow and a blanket if we needed it. I didn't even really need it. It was so relaxing, like really amazing. So if you do go to Egypt, I would recommend spending the night on a Felucca. A lot of tours give you an option to do a cruise, so it's a little more cushy, but I think the Felucca is a more authentic experience, and I think you would have a really good time. And so that's it. This is a really short video today about that. Tune in for the next installment, which is going to be about a day of exploring a lot of temples on the way to Luxor. And if you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. It's free, it's easy. Please, it would help me out a lot. And also, if you like reading blogs, you can for sure check out my website here. everywhereonearthwitherin.com to read more content. And you know what? Even if you don't want to read about Egypt, maybe read about some of my past trips, like Jordan, when I did a bit of Central America, like Mexico, Guatemala, and Belize. I've got stories about India. I've also traveled, I did a blog about Balkan Europe, which would be like Hungary, Serbia, Bosnia, Montenegro, Croatia, Slovenia, and Italy. So there you go. Makes you really want to go and check out my blog. All right, guys, have a great evening. See you soon.